Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today on SmackDown. They're going to have one hell of a match for us tonight. Not only for the second week in a row, we're going to see John Cena, but we're going to see John Cena in a WWE Championship match. This is pretty cool. John Cena has been, since he made his return, been hitting SmackDown pretty hard. And I know that he's a SmackDown guy, but the matches that they really had him in, besides that match when it was Cena and Harper teaming up against Orton and Bray, have all really meant something. Last week's Randy Orton match against John Cena, it wasn't a five-star classic that we're going to remember when we look back at the Orton versus Cena rivalry that lasted over all these years throughout their debuts in 2002 till whenever their career ends. Word is coming out that Cena is going to be taking a walk away from WWE again after WrestleMania, probably until about SummerSlam time. I think that's just the way it's going to be until Cena either just completely tanks out in Hollywood or until Cena blows up. I wouldn't be thinking that we're going to be getting a lot of Cena in the foreseeable future. Every day is going to be seeing him a little bit less. I was trying to tie that into You Can't See Me, but I couldn't do it off the top of my head. But we're going to have Bray Wyatt putting his new WWE Championship on the line, going up against John Cena. I guess this is the way of Cena getting his rematch after losing the belt in the Elimination Chamber. It's gonna be a fun one. This is gonna be a good one. We've seen Cena lose on SmackDown in the past. He put over Dean Ambrose in one hell of a match. And that was a real big surprise. You don't get to see Cena lose on television, honestly, all that much. And when you normally do, it's Cena putting over newer characters that are new to the company that, sort of give them some credibility right out of the gate. But Ambrose is a guy that's been around a while, and it was just his day, and it was what it was, and it was the right time to do it because Cena wasn't going to be around on SmackDown for a little bit. Cena got the win last week against Randy, which was building up their soon-to-be WrestleMania match, which was ruined by Cena losing in the Elimination Chamber. Here we have Cena going up against Bray. They had the rivalry back at WrestleMania 30. I believe they had a regular match at WrestleMania 30, which was won by Cena. Then they had the cage match, Extreme Rules, which was won when the Wyatts surrounded the cage and John Cena was too scared to come down off the top of the cage because Harper and Rowan were going to beat him up. And then finally Cena had the chance to go out the door, and he was stunned by the kid in the sheep mask that sang the song to him or whatever it was. And then from there, they went to the I think it was like a last man standing match. And if I remember right, Bray Wyatt fell down and then a whole bunch of supplies fell on top of him, sort of boxing him in, I guess you can say, like a coffin almost. And he wasn't able to get up. But Cena and Bray were both on Raw the next night, and then they went their own separate ways. And I knew at the time that, Bray Wyatt is a guy that's going to be around for a long time. They'll have their day when they see each other once again, and here it is on SmackDown. Bray has to win this match. Hopefully he'll win it clean, and he'll look good, and he'll be a credible champion. I've been pretty hard on him in my chamber videos, and even the video that I put up yesterday talking about Orton versus Bray at WrestleMania 33. I honestly believe that Bray Wyatt is easily the weakest champion that we've ever had in WWE. He's a guy that honestly doesn't win that much, and to put it, it'd be like Greg the Hammer Valentine winning the, WWF Championship, in the early 90s if he just beat Hogan one day. And it's like, well, Greg the Hammer Valentine's guy doesn't really even get any wins when he fights on pay-per-view, so why are we going to take him credible? But if I was a kid and Greg the Hammer Valentine beat Hogan, I probably would have believed it, because the way that they portrayed those guys is that almost anybody on the roster could beat anybody on any given night, and I honestly believed it back then. And that's just the way it is. When you get older and you start seeing these guys lose night after night on Monday Night Raw, or you see them win and then they lose, and it's just 50-50 over and over again, it sort of ruins it for you. But I'm looking forward to this being a big one. I hope that Bray beats Cena clean. Knowing WWE, they'll probably tie in something with WrestleMania 33 coming up. I'm hoping that they don't. If Miz and Maurice get themselves in the middle of this match. I can understand if Orton gets in the middle of the match, but then again, why would Orton? I don't know how Orton would want anybody to win. If Bray wins, he has to fight the leader of the pack. And if Cena wins, he has to fight the guy that just beat him last week. So that doesn't make a lot of sense either. So I'm looking forward to SmackDown. It's going to be a big one tonight, and I'll see you guys down the road.